Hello, and welcome back to Mr. Anderson's Let's Play of Snatcher. Almost said Silver Case there, but it's definitely Snatcher. Anywho's, we went to Queen's Hospital, and we found some weird Chinese writing. And when we went to go contact the only Chinese person that I know of in this game, Napoleon, he wasn't available by vidphone. Using the image that we saw on the vidphone, which was this wolfman telling us that he was unavailable, we decided to go to Outer Heaven to look for Mr. Napoleon. So, let's see here. You really remind me of somebody. You really remind me of somebody I know. I bet that's you, right, Napoleon? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anybody named Napoleon. I know it's you, Napoleon. Now cut this stupid act. I'm afraid you've got the wrong man, sir. Come on, Napoleon. What's the problem? Stop this nonsense. Hey, I'm just the doorman. That's weird. What can we do here? Investigate. Barker. Hey, are you who I think you are? Hey, what are you doing? Lay off. Barker. It's the doorman with the wolf mask on again. Interrogate. Napoleon, that's you, right? What a bother. Do you have any proof that this Napoleon and I are the same person? Barker. If you don't lay off, I'll have to call someone out here. Huh. Can't. So I can't talk to the guy. Interrogate. Napoleon, that's you, right? You're going to have to show me some proof, sir. Proof? You want proof? Alright, I'll give proof. I'll give you proof. I'll give you that proof you want. Body type. That's it. You and he are the same height. That's no proof. Vocal pattern. Yeah, you have the same voice. That's it. I couldn't tell because there is no voice acting right here. That's no proof. That's it, Metal. Analyze his voice print against that of Napoleon. I'm sorry, Gillian. I haven't stored any of Napoleon's voice data. I won't let it happen again. Well, that's really too bad. Alright, let's go to the accent. I know, the two of you talk the same way. So what? What's that supposed to mean? Okay. Personality. Yeah, that wormy, untrustworthy attitude of yours is just like him. If that's proof, then I'm a policeman. Let's give him a good old sniff. I've got it, you smell just like him. Huh? Gillian, what did Napoleon smell like? You shut up. Is that the best reason you've got? Achoo! Excuse me. He sneezed. He wasn't feeling so good before. Now I've got it. It's that sneeze I remember. You sneeze just like him. He has hay fever. Alright, you win. I've had enough fun for now. I just wanted to play with you for a bit. Nice work, Gillian. You're a first-rate junker. Go on in. You're a fucking jerk.
Have a seat, Gillian. We're safer in a crowded place like this.
Jeez, you really had me fooled. 2 roles in 1.
Gesundheit.
Well, you know, you gotta understand. Being an informer isn't exactly the safest job on the planet, you know. That's why it's important to be a master of disguise, like me.
Yeah, but I feel pretty stupid. I mean, all that time I was asking you about where Jean went, I didn't realize I was asking someone who actually worked there.
Hey, I was just as surprised as you were. But I didn't know that Gibson had been here. You see, I wasn't working that day.
Anyhow, it's not masquerade night today. Why don't you take that mask off, Napoleon? It's a little unnerving sitting here talking to a wolf.
All right. I suppose there's no harm there. Boy, you really work up a sweat in these full-face masks.
Oh, boy. Maybe you should have left that on.
What?
Smell like my butthole.
Still, you did a nice job of figuring out who I was.
Come on, Napoleon. That stupid phone recording with the Wolfman? JT&T would never do anything that tasteless. Besides, what really tipped me off was that constant sneezing of yours.
Sneezes, eh? Well, listen, you want me to tell you why I'm called Napoleon?
Because winter gets the best of you. Napoleon Bonaparte sent his enormous army into Russia in 1812, but suffered a major defeat because of the snow.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, the sneezing isn't a cold. It's my allergy to snow 9 pollen. So, anyhow, what did you want to know?
I've got a couple of questions to ask you.
Fire away.
I wonder what the inside of his mask looks like, especially since he was sneezing into it. Gotta be kind of nasty. Alright. Napoleon's background. You're Chinese, right? That's right. Purebred, I might add. I came to Neo Kobe just after I turned 20. I guess that's why they gave him that stupid little mustache. Alright, I'll show him the patient record. Could you take a good look at this for me? What's it mean? You're Chinese, right? Well, I'm not surprised that you had trouble with this. What's that mean? These are Chinese characters for chemical elements, hardly in standard use. If I wasn't a science major, I probably wouldn't know them myself. It's simple code using that. Wait, he's a science major? Mr. Napoleon. Characters. Okay. Let's ask the meaning of the code. What's this What's this about Chinese chemical element characters? What do you mean? The character on the far left is beryllium. The next one and the very last one are nitrogen. Well, I'm surprised I got beryllium right. The third one stands for sulfur. The fourth one is oxygen. Okay, so let's look at this. BNSO. Gillian, let's go over the names of these elements, shall we? Infer. What name is on this file? Please input your guess. So if we look at the first letters of each one, B, N, O, Benson. I'm smart. Wait a minute. Benson. Oh, snap, guys. I think we're in for some trouble.
It. Benson. Beryllium is Be, nitrogen is N, sulfur is S, and oxygen is O. And another N makes Benson. The name Benson was encoded on this file.
Benson. I sure hope it is not referring to the chief, Benson Cunningham.
Or to our friendly engineer, Mr. Harry Benson.
Could be either one of them.
No, that couldn't be. No way.
Thought it was Harry.
But the possibility, though remote, does exist.
Metal, I want you to cut off all your data transmissions to headquarters now.
Understood. Now disabling automatic transmission routines. Done. No further data transmissions to headquarters will be executed.
My God. A Snatcher in Junker headquarters? We've got to get there quick. Let's go, Metal.
See you later, Junker. Today's little information tidbit is on me. Now take care, Gillian. Don't get yourself taken out by some Snatcher. I think I'll lay low for a while. You know, after all, you are my main source of income.
You be careful too, Napoleon. You get killed and you won't be able to sneeze anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
See you, Napoleon. Metal, let's go.
I think it's the chief because he's super important, right? And let's think back. Jamie and the chief were seen out in Alton Square. However, Jamie has no recollection. So that can mean two things. Jamie is also a Snatcher since she didn't remember it. And when they get taken over, all their memories are erased. And Benson, the chief, could be a Snatcher too, because he's a very important person. And if you were a Snatcher, who would you want to take out? The head of a Junker headquarters. Let's check this out. What the twist? So he's banging my girl and he's a Snatcher. Okay. Let's exit. Okay. Hey Gillian, how was your day? Mika, the Chief and Harry, the Chief and Harry are out right now, I think. Oh, really? Okay. I've broken the code that was on the patient's record. It was the patient's name. Otherwise, I've uncovered a possible Snatcher. What? Oh god. It's not someone I know, is it? Well, it might be Harry. Or Chief Benson. I don't know their full name, but the name Benson was written on the file. In other words, Benson Cunningham, the Chief, or our friendly engineer, Harry Benson. Let's see if Mika knows where they went. Harry's whereabouts. Harry's out right now. He seemed to be going after the Chief when he left. Said he had to check on something. It's the Chief. It is the Chief. I know it's the Chief. Because I guarantee you Harry's onto him too. Harry's condition. He's been a little restless lately. He seemed to be investigating something. Yep. It's the Chief. The Chief is out right now. I don't know when he'll be back. That bastard. The Chief has been really busy recently. He's been attending the Kyoto Summit next month, and he's had a lot of meetings and stuff related to that. And he's a black man, too, so his skin would be more resistant to the harmful rays of the sun. Kyoto Summit. The Kyoto Summit, what's that? It's the annual summit of the leaders of the world's advanced countries. It'll be taking place in Kyoto this year. Oh snap! They're planning a Snatcher there, so they can take out the world's leaders and become them. Holy crap! This is just ideas, guys. I'm bouncing off you, but I think this is it. Oh snap! All right, let's move. Let's check out the places where they are. Let's move to the desktop. Engineering room. This is engineering. Harry's not in. So the Chief or Harry is a Snatcher. Let's look for evidence. We have to proceed with the investigation with utmost care at this point. Let's start with this. Let's start with this room right here. Okay. So let's look. Poster, photo, desktop. There's something on the desk. There's a box of matches and a memo. What? Could it be the matches we found also? It's a box of matches that Outer Heaven gives away. What Outer Heaven matches? Harry had Outer Heaven matches. Let's see what the memo says. It's in Harry's handwriting. I wonder if it is some kind of message. Face to face. This face-to-face thing has got to be the key. We have to search in areas that this brings in mind. Probably means search for face-to-face or watch out for face-to-face or something like that. Was that entered into evidence? Look. No. Can I get it in evidence? It's in Harry's handwriting. I wonder if it's some kind of message. Oh, it's poster famous pop star from previous century. I might as well just read it since I looked at it. It says face to face. Face to face. Hang on to this memo for me, Metal. Alright, I'll store this memo as evidence. Alright, let's move the chief's office. See what he's got in here. So both of them are out. Alright, let's try this last room. Let's look. Chair. The chief's chair. The chief's not in it. Monitor. Monitor switched off. That's unusual. It's the first time I've ever seen it shut off. Maybe he's trying to hide something. Picture. Wait a minute. Do you notice anything odd about this picture? Look, doesn't it look like a face to you? What picture? Oh, you're talking about the vase, right? Face? I don't get it. Investigate the picture. Face to face! I get it. There's always bothered me. Don't you think this picture seems a little out of place with the atmosphere of this room? It does. Yeah, that had always bugged me too. Maybe there's something behind it? That's always bothered me. Don't you think this place... Let's look at the picture again. Look, it looks like a face. It's always bothered me. Okay. I guess we can leave. See where they are. Enter turbo cycle. I thought I did. Alright. Maybe we missed something in the engineering room. Okay. Oh, maybe you pick up the matches? Look. Matches. Outer Heaven's logo appears on the box. Harry's the only one in headquarters who smokes. Can't believe that Harry might be a Snatcher. But he had matches from Outer Heaven. No, I can't believe that Harry could be a Snatcher. But we can believe the Chief is a Snatcher, right? Let's hang on to these matches, okay? That will not be necessary. They are identical to the ones we already have. I'm constantly recording everything that happens. It will be a burden on the investigation. Let's put them here. Alright, since we missed that, let's look at the Chief's office. We don't spend a lot of time in the office, I've noticed, in our office at all. Alright, let's look at this. I thought it was just a picture of a vase. If you reverse the background and the face in the drawings, it's two faces, face to face. This must be the face-to-face that Harry is referring to in his memo. This picture was cleverly designed to take advantage of the human sense of sight. What's that supposed to mean? That you can see it easily if you're not human? Let's search more carefully. Picture. Look, it looks like a face. Let's investigate it again. Check out the face-to-face part of it, will you? There's a switch between the two faces. Ooh, push it. What the hell is that? The picture flipped over to reveal a photograph. Investigate. Photo. What is it? Based on the condition of the inks, I would judge the photograph to be at least 50 years old. Let me guess. It's from Russia. Okay. I've seen this somewhere before, but I just can't recall. Metal, where was this picture taken? Alright, I will now search for data on this photo's location in the Alpha 1 network. I found it. This is the photograph of Red Square in Moscow, taken sometime before the catastrophe. Red Square? What's a picture like that doing in the Chief's office? Store that in your video memory for me, will you? I have now stored the photo image in my memory. The Chief had this picture? Or someone planted it there to set up the Chief. And there were those matches that Harry had too. Which one is the Snatcher? It will depend on the evidence we can turn up. Both of them seem suspicious. Maybe it's somebody else entirely. Now you're just in full denial. That's true. That patient chart with the Benson on it is quite suspect as well. Somebody wanted us to find it. It seems pretty odd that the Snatchers would have left part of the patient's record behind in the first place. Maybe it's a trap. That can't be ruled out based on the evidence we've seen so far. Okay. So... Before that, let me put this photo of Red Square back where we found it. Good idea. Yeah, we can't let anyone know we've learned the secret of this picture. Alright. So, we're going to go back to Queen's Hospital. We're going to check out... Queen's Hospital. Let's see if there's anything else there. Please be careful, Gillian. I still think it's the chief. It's not Harry. Gillian, I have a video phone call from Jamie. I'll connect you. What's going on, baby? Alright, you gonna pick up?
Gillian, it's me, Jamie. Listen carefully. You know that Queen's Hospital? I found out that they undertook a major expansion project in 2035 to put in a basement. That's right, they have a basement. Basement construction is really unusual here in Neo Kobe. That's why there are still records of it. But there's more. The director of that hospital, Shin Shu-ho, has had his license suspended in the past for performing eugenics experiments at an illicit underground facility.
Are you telling me Queens has underground treatment facilities?
That has to be it, Gillian. Shin Shu-ho is performing skin operations on Snatchers underground.
And that means that Chin himself is also probably a Snatcher. Or rather, the real Chin, the original Chin, was snatched.
So, that entire ground-level complex is just a front for the underground facilities.
And if we hit that hospital, we can ruin the Snatcher's plans. Well, this is it, Metal. We're heading right into the enemy's headquarters this time.
Let's do this.
Gillian,
Yeah?
this sounds really dangerous. I just wanted you to know I want you to come home safe.
Jamie,
The reason I left you is because I thought you were pushing yourself too hard, being self-destructive. And it seemed like the wedding ring you were wearing when they found us had become a tremendous burden on you. I didn't want that to be the only reason we stayed together.
Oh, Jamie, I never felt that way at all.
I'll be waiting for you. We may not have our memories, but you are the only one I've ever shared any time with. Be careful, Gillian.
Oh, shucks. How heartwarming.
Jamie.
Are you all right, Gillian?
Yeah. All right, Metal, let's go. We have to pay a visit to Queen's Hospital. Her Majesty is waiting.
Wow, that was bad. Let's go see if the doctor's in. So we got the girl. We're about to get the perp. Alright, to Queen's Hospital. Alright, setting course for Queen's Hospital.
Just where do you think you're going?
Oh shit, what the fuck?
This is most unusual. The turbo cycle seems to be out of control.
Turbocycle's drunk.
Switch over to manual. I'll take over.
Understood.
Someone
I
sabotaged a
switched to
vehicle.
manual control. Well, how is it?
What the? We've got no brakes.
Awesome face.
Metal, check the brake system out. Pronto.
Sorry, Gillian. Looks like sabotage. No doubt the Snatcher's handiwork.
Sabotage? But the only one who could work on the turbo cycle.
Worry about that later. Gillian,
It's
we
Harry.
have to do something quickly.
Okay, let's pull the emergency lever. Metal, pull that lever over there. Alright, here goes. It broke off. Oh, fuck. Why don't you just throw it into a lower gear a bunch of times? That'll slow it down. I guess we've had it. No, never say never. Let's jump out of this fucker. Can't be serious. At this speed, you'll be torn to pieces. Alright, then we just give up. What, are you giving up? Alright, let's jump the fuck out. We'd never survive it. It would be like jumping off the Brooklyn Bridge. That's a rather dated image, don't you think? Let's just jump out. We never survive it, alright? We've had it. There's nothing we can do. Don't give up so easy. There might be some way out of this yet. What in the world are you doing? Okay, so... hit a cliff? I've got it. We'll try side-swipping the cliff. Hang on, Metal. Hang on, guys. It's a wild ride. Yeah! Damn, even that won't stop it. Alright, let's drive into the sand pile. Alright, well, I'll try plowing this thing into a sand pile over there. Hang on tight. Hiya! Damn, won't anything work? Press button. Alright, let's try a long shot. I'll push the button here.
And a good morning to you, my friend. Bud Miller with you here on the big 90.7. Looks like we're gonna have a bright...
That didn't help. You turned the radio on, Gillian. What are you doing? Let's hit the cliff. Alright, into the cliff one more time. That face is so fucking wild. Yeah. Won't even stop it. We're finished. It's been nice knowing you, Gillian. Shut up. There must be something. It's hopeless. We're moving at over 200 miles per hour. Or 200 kilometers per hour. There's no way we can survive. Damn, the thing's speed keeps increasing. I guess we can... One more time. Let's try hitting the sand pile. Damn, won't anything work? Let's press a button. Alright, try another button. Let's just switch for the afterburner. Ah, shit. Yeah, we're going even faster, aren't we? Shit, whoops. We boosted our thrust by 23%. Do something, Gillian. We're going to die, we're going to die. We've had it. Oh, dear Lord. Let's pray to fucking God. Well met. Well, Metal, I haven't known you for very long, but it's been fun. Gillian? Let's pray together. Actually, I'm not that religious, yes, me either. I didn't think so. That's it, Gillian. Prayer. Look, a new command has appeared on the menu. Breaking that fourth wall. Hit control panel.
Damn. What else can we do? Metal, start punching buttons.
Any buttons at all?
Yes, push anything.
It's like they don't know how to work any of this.
Gillian, this doesn't seem to be doing any good.
Damn, I was sure that would work.
Gillian, the road makes a sharp right turn just 1,500 meters ahead. At this speed, we'll never make it.
Never tell me the odds.
Gillian!
Hey, Gillian!
Huh?
Over here!
What's that?
Gillian, over here!
Random.
Fucking random.
Gillian, you gotta jump over to my bike! Hurry!
800 meters until we reach the curve.
Metal, you go first.
What? Not again.
Move your butt. That curve's just ahead.
Understood. 1, 2, 3.
It's always this fucking guy.
All right, Gillian, now it's your turn. Keep her steady.
300 meters until you reach the curve.
Gillian, jump!
I can't. My timing's off.
Fucking jump, dude.
Gillian, now!
70 meters.
Now, Gillian,
So
now!
intense.
Oh, we're too late.
Jump, bro, jump. And there we go, guys. The end of Snatcher. Gillian dies. Oh.
Gillian! I guess he didn't make it.
Don't bury me so fast. I'm right here.
Don't you even know how to ride a motorcycle?
Gillian, it's not much farther to Queen's Hospital, and you could probably use the exercise anyway. Why don't we just continue the rest of the way like this?
Dick. Fucking asshole. He's all comfortable.
We've arrived at Queen's Hospital.
So, this is the place, huh?
Random, are you sure you know what you're doing? This isn't going to be a field trip, you know. We may not come back.
And the bounty for this one will more than make up for it.
If you're around to spend it, that is.
Gillian, let's get going.
Man, Sting's always saving us. Pisses me off. Alright, man. Let's go check this out. At least we got some backups this time. Alright, now entering the security system. Lock disabled. Alright, random. Let's go. I'm ready for anything. Alright, I'll open the door. I don't know what it is, but I really like that effect. We're inside the hospital. Alright, so it's really quiet in here. There has to be an entrance to the lower level in here somewhere. Yeah, that's what we're here to find. Let's go check out the room, because remember we had the sliding bookshelf, so let's check that out. Gillian, let's try switching my light on, shall we? Pitch black in here, ain't it? Alright, so let's get that metal on there. Metal, get the light on. Alright, turn the light on. Yes, sir, coming on. What are you coming on? Light is now on. Turn control over to you, Gillian. Operate light. Yeah, I already know. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. All right. So the rails. So let us look at the floor rails. Rails on the floor. Rails. That's funny. Maybe this is the way to the lower level. There must be a switch somewhere, and I think I know what the switch is. It's probably the vase. Alright, let us look at the vase. What's this? Face to face. Doesn't this look like the picture that's on the wall at the chief's office? I see what they did there. There's a famous optical illusion, isn't it? I get it. Their eyes don't register optical illusions. We better check that out. It's not something a human would notice easily. It could be a sign of some kind. That's why I don't think Harry is the Snatcher. I bet this vase is some kind of a switch. Alright, I'll try lifting it up. Oh. What do you know? Desk slid to one side, revealing a stairway leading down.
This apparently leads down to a lower level.
It looks like Jamie was right. Queen's Hospital does have a basement.
And that basement is the Snatcher's main lair. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say. Well, what do we do now, Gillian?
Let's peep. It appears to go straight down. Okay. Investigate the stairway? Unlike the hallway, these stairs do not have any dust on them. In other words, our friends use this, right? Yep. It's motion detected. I don't read anything at the moment. Let's get down there.
It's a very narrow stairway. We'll have to go down single file.
Okay, who's going to take the point?
That's obvious.
You.
The guy with the light.
Hey, that's not fair!
But is he the Scooby-Doo of this situation? Oh.
Well, well, what do we have here?
It's the hospital corridor.
It's the same hallway, but not the one that's on the first floor.
So what does that mean?
An entire floor of Queen's Hospital has been duplicated underground.
So the same floor is both upstairs and downstairs. Sort of like parallel worlds.
So that desolate setup upstairs is all just a smokescreen. They're making it look like the place is closed down, but in reality, they're keeping themselves quite busy.
Gillian, that means we're already right in the middle of their headquarters. Please use extreme caution.
So I'm willing to bet that there's also switches behind the desk. There's a reception booth in the middle of the floor, as upstairs, and there are 3 doors off the hallway. Everything is exactly the same. Looks like we've jumped through time or something. Floor. It's been polished quite meticulously. Nothing like upstairs at all. I see, it was the linoleum floor, huh? Reception desk. The monitors and control consoles also appear well cared for. In other words, this stuff gets looked at regularly. We better be real careful. Doors. Door 1. The door's okay, I'm not even gonna bother. Let's look at the reception desk. There are switches here to open the doors. What's this? Unlike the first floor, there are only 2 door switches. Use switches. switch 1. Alright, push number 1. And then we'll push number 2. Alright, guys. Let's move. Alright, let's check out the first room. We're in room number 1. Lights are on, unlike upstairs. Look over. Alright, let's look over the entire room. Oh. Looks like a Snatcher to me. Don't scare me like that. It's just a specimen. Around room. There's an operating table in the middle of the room. This appears to be the real treatment area. With these lights, it actually looks like a real hospital. Maybe this is where Michael Jackson turned white. Maybe Michael Jackson is a Snatcher. Maybe that's why he turned white. Various X-ray devices have been installed in the ceiling. A number of brand new medical monitors are installed. It appears to be a standard operating table. Cables run from it to a number of machines around the room. Skeleton. It's a model of the human skeleton, no doubt used for anatomical study. Yeah, no shit. There's nothing of note besides the medical equipment. Besides the standard X-ray and gamma rays, they can also project neutron and proton particle beams. With this equipment, I would suspect that it is used in cancer treatment. So I guess they found the cure for cancer. These are monitors for ultrasound, MRI scanners, and other imaging equipment. They are already connected to the nearby machines. The surface of the bed is still quite warm. It's as if someone was laying there just until moments ago. Ooh, maybe there was. Not picking up any movement. At least not anymore. There was some movement, but I've lost it now. This is rather grotesque. It's somewhat distorted. For a medical model, it's quite inaccurate. Maybe it's not a medical model. Alright, let's look over the entire room. Oh shit. The skeleton is gone. It's definitely there a moment ago. Fuck. Every movement this room. Gillian, watch out. Oh snap. Dude, don't jump out at me like that. You're scaring me. Yeah. Fuck you. They always get in one shot on my ass.
Did I get it?
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated.
Yeah,
There's no
bitch.
doubt now that this is their maintenance facility. This one was probably still waiting to get its artificial skin installed.
So this is what they really look like, huh?
Yeah, that's the scariest thing about them. You can't tell them from real people once they've got that skin on.
Perhaps that's humanity's great weakness. We're always judging books by their cover.
And it's just that human weakness that they're out to take advantage of.
All right, Random. Metal, let's go. The HQ's junk squad can take care of him later. We've got an investigation to do.
Oh, what the fuck? I thought you said it was over. Damn metal. There we go. I think it's definitely dead or terminated this time. Yes, all of its functions have ceased. I don't read any residual energy either. Looks like he got a little drunk and decided to puke everywhere. Ugh. Are you hit, Gillian? Yeah, but just once, don't worry. That's quite a tough customer. You get a few hundreds of those together and that would be it. Gillian, let's get on with the investigation. That makes 3. I took down 3 of these fucks. Damn. Alright, let's exit. Let's get the fuck out of here. Just like that last one, you never know when they might pop out. Keep blaster ready. We're in the hospital hallway. Door 2. Let's take a look in the second room. Look, eyeballs. We're in room number 2. Is that a alien face hugger? I know you can't see where I'm pointing, but Some kind of testing equipment is running. It's a real nasty sound. Gets on my nerves. It's like working at Wendy's. I used to work at Wendy's, and I'll tell you what, the beeping will get to you. This room seems to be the real biotech research lab. Looks like Frankenstein could show up any minute. It is well equipped with micro manipulators, various types of lasers. It's a microsurgery system. There are a number of jars for formaldehyde and other chemicals. There are a number of machines for biotech equipment. It seems they are quite serious about their work. Well, yeah, cancer is a pretty big thing. They're all finest quality monitors, microscopes, and the like. Containers. Perhaps they're culturing skin cells. Let's investigate. Shelf. Everything is quite neatly organized. There are samples here of monoclonal antibodies. What in the world is that? Yeah, please. Antibodies which are said to have beneficial effects on cancerous melanomas. There's a mistake. This is definitely their maintenance hospital. Okay. The desktop? DNA synthesizers, DNA sequencers, nucleic acid extractor, chromatography equipment, automatic pipetting devices. There's particle accelerator used to generate a stream of heavy particles for a number of different treatment techniques, like the Ghostbusters fucking proton pack. The machine is in standby mode. It looks like the Snatchers were working on artificial skin regeneration techniques, as well as various cancer treatments. That settles it. Michael Jackson definitely turned white here. Argon lasers, argon dye lasers, device for selectively destroying certain types of cancer cells. They also have the latest gene cannon. Damn, they fires genes at people? A cannon that fires genes. That's crazy. Monitors. It's quite an impressive array of equipment. Some university hospitals are not stocked this well. NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance microscopes, STMs, high voltage electronics, electron microscopes, electron beam, whatever. Gillian, the Snatchers obviously possess much greater intelligence than we have previously given them credit for. Nonetheless, their technology seems somewhat dated. Dated? What do you mean by that? The equipment and techniques they're using. Most of these methods were abandoned years ago. Well, if it's not broke, don't fix it. This is well behind the current level of technology in most developed countries. It's a rough approximation, but I would say that they are 20 to 30 years behind the times. What's more, judging from the imbalance of the research material here, it appears to be primarily the work of one individual. You're telling me that all this work on the Snatchers' artificial skin is being carried out by one person, and not some government institution? The design of this lab itself is a violation of a number of the biohazard prevention safety codes. While a few safety cabinets have been installed, there is no autoclave or gas sterilizers anywhere. This is quite far from P4 level. Well, so I don't think Snatchers need to worry about that, or I don't think they fucking care. I seriously doubt that this lab was set up by a government or any other large organization. Alright. Did we look at everything? We look at the monitors? It's quite an impressive array of equipment. Okay, yeah, we looked at exit. Let's get out of here. Oh, I feel sick. So now we're down to just one room, number 3. Is it number 1? Or number 2? On the hospital's hallway. Just close that door. There are only 2 buttons here. There's only 2 buttons. Maybe it can be opened using those 2 buttons? Okay, try it.
Alright, let's try pushing both buttons simultaneously.
The 2 buttons are on opposite panels, so there's no way one person can push them both alone. But if two of us work together, it might do it.
We've got to
That's
work
it, Gillian. It
together.
makes perfect sense. It's the same system they used to use in nuclear missile silos in the late 20th century. Eliminates the risk of one man going nuts and acting alone.
Well, it's hard to be sure, but let's give it a try anyway. I've got button 1. Random, you push number 2. You ready? On 3.
Oh, you guys
1,
always know how to push my buttons.
2, 3.
Come on!
Alright. There's only
You
one
did it.
more
Door number 3 opened.
With safety measures like that, they must have had a good reason for wanting to keep it closed.
I would think I should save. Because who knows when something's going to jump out and try to murder me again. Yeah, overwrite it. Alright, guys. Let's get in there and kick some Snatcher butt. Are you ready, Random? Let's have a look at the last room.
God!
So it looks like the cover of Zombie.
I read 4 human skeletons in this room.
It's their morgue!
Perhaps victims of the Snatchers?
Well, it doesn't look like whoever put them here was too worried about making sure they would rest in peace.
No, it doesn't. These have got to be their victims.
This is probably where they hide the bodies of the originals they snatch from places like Outer Heaven.
They probably picked Outer Heaven because it gets a lot of VIP traffic. Plus, during masquerade time, they could work the place and still keep their identities secret.
Yeah, and the guy who set up the link between them and Outer Heaven was Freddy, that taxi driver. They must have gone after him not because of who he was, but what he did. After all, with a taxi, there's plenty of chances to milk your customers for information. That's probably how they learned about Outer Heaven and Plato's Cavern.
I've been wondering what they had done with the bodies.
Want to hide a book? What better place than the library? Need to hide a body? How about the morgue?
And for them, keeping the bodies hidden is crucial. I mean, if somebody who's supposed to be dead is out walking the streets, it wouldn't be too hard to figure out that something screwy is going on.
That means that if we can figure out who these bodies were, then we've just nailed 4 Snatchers.
Ooh. Guys, it's pretty dead in here. That was bad. I know. Around room. It appears to have been a proper morgue at one time, but now is being used as little more than a closet. Is there skeletons in this closet? There's a ventilation duct on one side of the room. Remains. Yummy! How about a little kiss? Give me a little kiss. One of the bodies is still decomposing. The other 3 are a little more than skeletons. Let's take a look at the duct. Quack, quack. There is a cover on the duct, but it has been weakened by oxidization. There are a few droppings on the floor from mice who are no doubt feeding on the bodies. Remains. A number of different insect larvae have infested the body. It hasn't been well preserved, to say the least. But it's definitely a human body. Yummy. The insects infesting a decomposing body can be divided into 8 large groups. Each of those groups working on the body for roughly 15 days, making an 8 times 15 or 4-month cycle. As such, an analysis of the variety, number, and size of the organisms on the body allows a rather accurate estimation of which group is currently present. In other words, you can figure out how long the victim has been dead without analyzing the body itself, right? On this particular body, flies have laid eggs, and the maggots have grown into adult flies. So it's been less than 30 days since death. As for the other 3 bodies, 1 full cycle has been completed, so at least 4 months have passed. I'm just waiting for one of these fuckers to get up. Let's look at the cause of death. Can you determine the cause of death? The bodies are severely damaged. Such a determination would require more extensive facilities than are available here. See if we can find the identity. What about the identity of the victims? Hair, clothing, even teeth. Anything that can be used to make an identification is gone. No, that one had teeth. Damn snatchers. They were careful to make sure their identities didn't get out. If we had some teeth, we might be able to make an ID. There's teeth right the fuck there. What about these teeth here? They've been deliberately misaligned to prevent identification. Then I'll guess we'll never be able to ID them. There's a way. What? How? We can perform a simulated reconstruction. Fortunately, the skulls of the victims are still intact. Reconstruction? Eh? Good idea. Great idea. Metal, let's do the reconstruction thing on the bodies. It must smell fucking ripe in here.
Now performing simulated reconstruction of the head and facial features of each of the 4 victims. Commencing with victim number 1. Now performing craniometric analysis. X-ray and sagittal X-ray, magnetic resonance imaging, and positron CT data gathered. Complete cranial data now being compiled. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction. First, victim's age. Estimate based on 1. Presence or absence of cranial fontanelles and chroma of epicranial sutures. 2. Area of facial region and cranium. 3. Height of upper and lower jaw and development of alveolar part. And 4. Location of cranial center of gravity. Next, victim's sex. Estimate based on 1. Overall size of cranium. 2. Parietal bone angle. And 3. Development of splachocranium.
And penis.
Lastly, victim's race. Estimate based on 1. Overall cranial configuration. 2. Volume of intracranial cavity. And 3. Mass of the skull. Now commencing soft feature reconstruction based on average results of above analysis. Reconstructing.
Ready?
Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of first victim completed.
Freddy.
It's Freddie Nielsen.
Moving on to second victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 2. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction.
That's a girl.
Reconstructing.
So his wife?
Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of second victim completed.
That's Lisa Nielsen.
Moving on to third victim. Now commencing reconstruction of
Next
features
one's
of victim
Bridget
number
Nielsen.
3. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed.
Napoleon?
Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of third victim completed.
Never mind.
Who in the world is that?
That's the director of Queen's Hospital. Shin Fui, what's his face?
Chin Chu Young or something?
Chin Chu O Gillian.
Oh, Chin Chu Oh.
Moving on to last victim.
Oh!
Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 4.
This one's the most recent. It's still decomposing.
Now starting craniometric
There's
analysis.
still ketchup on it, too.
Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete.
This is gonna be the kicker.
Now commencing
Guarantee it.
reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of final victim completed.
It's the chief.
It's the chief!
What?
Knew it. Fucking knew it.
The chief is a snatcher! The Benson on the scrap of that patient record was Benson Cunningham.
Judging from the condition of the body, I would estimate that the snatching took place approximately 1 month ago.
So it was the chief who sabotaged our turbocycle. And those matches we found in Harry's room, the chief must have put them there to try to set him up.
Question remains,
No doubt
where's
Harry figured
Harry?
it out and decided to leave that face-to-face message. Wait a minute. Didn't Mika say that Harry had left to go find the chief?
That's right. He was probably trying to track down some evidence on the chief.
Gillian, I'd say that this Harry has put himself in a pretty dangerous spot.
If it was the chief that sabotaged the turbo cycle, doesn't that mean that he already knows we're onto him?
Damn! Harry and Mika are in danger!
That's far enough, Junker. Your little investigation is over.
It's them!
Who? Snatchers?
Oh,
Get
shit.
them!
Fuck, we've been caught. Just a flesh wound. Of course, a cross shot. It's like Batman fucking forever.
My arm! I can't reach my
Batman and
blaster.
Robin, sorry.
I'm hitting the leg.
Is that the best you can do, Junker?
Who's there?
Jin Shuo, you scum!
It seems you still have some fight left in you. You two are finished, but our plans move forward. We are now entering Phase 2. And when we do, not only this city, but the entire world will be ours to command.
Phase 2? What are you talking about?
As you know, our operations have been hindered up to now by the flaws in our artificial skin. The skin's shortcomings have kept us away from ultraviolet rays, forcing us to do our work at night, underground, or in the winter. In the end, we had to construct a hospital like this, all because of the flaws in our artificial skin. This was the only difference between us and you humans. But now we have broken this barrier.
Huh?
We are on the verge of developing a perfect artificial skin, thanks to the cooperation of a new partner in our plan.
Michael Jackson.
Perfect artificial skin? A new partner?
Once we have the new skin,
Chief.
nothing will be able to stop us. And with that, our plan moves to Phase 2. Our little experiment in this city will end, and we'll move in force to take over the world.
Don't be so sure. You won't get out of the city that easy.
You humans are always so overconfident, so naive.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure you're aware that the Kyoto Summit, being held to decide how to handle the Snatcher problem, opens tomorrow.
Metal.
Knew it.
Is that right?
Yes. Countries around the world are concerned about the Snatcher problem. It will be one of the main topics discussed at this year's summit.
That's right. Tomorrow, we attack the summit.
You must be crazy. The security there will be incredible. You won't even get close.
Must I explain everything to you, Junker?
Yes.
Aren't you even
Go
aware
ahead.
that a fellow Junker will be giving a special presentation
ahead. Monologue.
at the summit?
The chief! Cunningham! So that's why you snatched him.
We've known that your chief would be speaking at the summit for over 3 months now.
Gillian, the summit is tomorrow. We have to hurry.
Listen, we have your chief. You Junkers are at our mercy.
All
and
your
so
chief
is
are
this
belong
city.
to us.
And tomorrow, we move on the world. Nothing can stop us now. We will finally achieve our long-awaited goal of global domination.
Who is this we you keep talking about?
We are an evolved life form, given life in the depths of the Kremlin by our creator, Modnar. We are a new race.
What a name, Mognar.
Modnar?
Mogwai.
Modnar? The Kremlin? Those names are familiar, but...
Our goal is to snatch all of the world's leaders and then achieve total control of human thought and worldwide racial unification.
You're insane. Humanity won't be so easily dominated. You underestimate the strength of the human spirit.
I think not. In the same way as the Nazis, our strategy begins with the overpowering of the spirit of the people. We will strike at you humans' weakest point, the most primitive part of your psychological makeup, your suspiciousness and fear. By provoking suspicion and mistrust throughout the populace, we will destroy that fragile fabric which holds your society together, that of trust.
And bacon.
Fear is you humans' weak point. It is the primitive part of your brains that binds you forever to your animal ancestors.
Fear is a mind
and
killer.
makes you vulnerable.
The tiny death.
By stimulating that part of your atavistic instincts, our plan can succeed magnificently.
Gillian, at this rate, they'll kill us all. You've got to get out alive. You're a junker.
Just what have you have in mind?
I've got a big fireworks show ready for them. Better that than get snatched.
What? You're gonna blow yourself up? No, we're better off fighting together.
Hey, it won't work. I'm hit in the thigh. Ow, oh, damn. A bounty hunter can't do anything with a leg wound like this. I might as well have been shot in the head.
Well, there must be some way out of here.
Hey, I wasn't doing this job just for fun. I stayed ready for situations like this. I've always been prepared to go out with a bang.
It's December. A little late for fireworks.
So it'll be an off-season show.
No, I can't let you.
My belt's packed with TNT PX. You know, that really strong stuff they use in the mines on Mars. One push, and this whole hospital will go. No trouble at all.
We're right
No
here.
time to sit around thinking, Junker boy. Go!
I can hear you.
What are you doing? Get your butt moving, you fool!
Staring
Get
into
out
your
through this
blue
air
eyes.
shaft. I've got a powerful strobe on me. Its flash will screw up their sensors long enough for you to get out. Now, you with me? Fireworks are better from a distance anyway, Gillian.
Are you two finished chatting? Then I think it's time for you to die. We're quite busy, you know.
You ready? When I give the signal, break into the air shaft and run, and don't forget your blaster.
Metal, stay with me.
Yes, sir.
Random.
Gillian! Doesn't look like I'm gonna have a chance to call in that debt you owe me.
Don't worry. I'll pay it back to the Snatchers with interest.
All right, go! Run, Gillian!
Oh, snap. Did Gillian pee himself? That doesn't sound right.
Metal, are you okay?
I'm
Auto-tuning.
Alien,
It's a Lady Gaga song.
Something broken?
language circuits have been damaged somewhat.
Bad
What happened?
Random blew himself up after getting us into this air shaft.
Random.
Gillian, that explosion should have taken all of Queen's Hospital with it.
The thick walls of this duct must have shielded us from enough of the blast. If it wasn't for Random, we wouldn't have made it. Oh, Random.
Gillian, we have no time for grief now. We must get back to Junker headquarters as quickly as possible. Harry and Mika are in danger.
You're right. And I have to keep my promise to Random. But first, we have to figure out how to get out of here.
I can't see a thing. What should we do?
Turn on the fucking light. What is with Hideo Kojima and throwing us all into air ducts? In every game it happens. Anyway, I think I'll call it a night on this video since we're well over the hour mark. Hope you guys enjoyed, and next time we'll kick a little bit more of Snatcher butt. Have a good night.